In this video, I'm going to tell you what are the best menopause belly flattering jeans and how you can create a really bold, fun, and even a sexy look with them. First up are the barrel leg jeans. Now, I really wanted to love these jeans. I wanted to find a pair that I was so excited to show you, and I was like, girlfriends, I have found the perfect pair of barrel legs and you are gonna love them for these reasons. But I have to say, I didn't find them, and I didn't just try on one or two pairs, I tried on multiple pairs. This is a pair that's quite timid as far as barrel legs go. It's not super voluminous. It has got a little bit of stretch, which is quite unusual. Most of the barrel leg jeans have no stretch, which already for me is just sending a warning bells, because as a woman going through perimenopause and menopause, I don't know about you, but my belly feels very sensitive sometimes, and I need that stretch. Also, bloated days, not bloated days. You know what I mean. So for me, I feel like this is just not a flattering shape. You can see this one here. Now, this is a little more voluminous, still not flattering. I don't know. I just feel like they are too hard to style, and I'm not feeling them. I also find that because of the fact that they're not stretch, they often just add extra volume to my belly, my butt, my everything. It just doesn't look flattering in my opinion. Maybe you found a phenomenal pair. Fantastic. What I do find though is that you're gonna have to pay quite a high price point for maybe more of a designer level of these kind of jeans to get it where the volume is sort of more towards the bottom. And then you have to ask yourself, is it really worth spending that much money on something that is probably next month or next season we're gonna go, oh, why did I ever wear that? I'm gonna show you a couple of different pairs of jeans that I think you may really like and work for your body shape. So I have added links to ones that are very similar from the same brands. Sometimes they're not the exact, but they're pretty similar. Now, wait until the end of the video, because when you first look at the prices, you may be thinking, oh, okay, that's quite high. But at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you how you can get my secret trick to getting things for cheaper. The wide leg jean. And I love the wide leg jean because it can work really well to balance your whole shape. Now, while we are talking about disguising the perimenopausal and menopausal belly, we want to look at our shape as a whole, not just as our bellies. So if you are trying to cover up and wear big and baggy clothes, that's gonna make you look bigger everywhere around. Okay, so it's important to make sure to balance the volume of the wide leg with what you wear it with. So in this case, first of all, you want something that's going to fit nicely into the waist and in the hip, and then go straight down, or even better, flare out a little bit. What you don't want is something that is big and baggy everywhere, because what that's going to do is add a whole bunch of volume here and here. Not exactly the look we're going for. The other thing that you want to do is to make sure that you alter your length to suit your length as well as the kind of shoe that you wear. I see women making this mistake all the time. They wear a pair of jeans way too long, and then it drags on the ground and it doesn't create one nice long line. Other thing that I find with this particular pair of jeans and this style of jeans is that it is a very ultra high waist, and it does nip into my waist, which I really like, but I feel like I almost need to broaden my shoulders a little bit. I need to kind of balance to create almost like that look, especially because I don't have much of a defined waist. For you, it may be different, but if it isn't that for you, especially since perimenopause and menopause, you might want to just wear something that maybe has got a little bit of a shoulder pad, maybe a shoulder emphasis, maybe something that broadens your shoulders that will create that triangle look, like this is wider and then this goes in narrower. That will work really well. The other challenge about these jeans are jackets. And this is what I have found really, really challenging, is that when you put a jacket on, it often ends up being the wrong length. It is hard to find a good jacket to go with this kind of volume of a pant. You don't want anything that's going to be a double breast, like even a biker jacket. You don't want anything that's too long because it can make you look voluminous all the way around. So this is my suggestion. You either wear a really like a nice fitted cropped jacket, like really cropped, and you can go pretty cropped because of the ultra high waist, or you go much longer. And so in winter time, think your long coats and that kind of thing, but anything in between is just going to add volume to your look. This is a look that I got really excited about with these jeans. So I went into my closet looking for more of a jacket type style that I could wear with this, to show you also the kind of jacket that I'm talking about when I say cropped. This jacket is a very cropped jacket, and if worn with a lower jean is not going to give me the coverage. Like, I cannot wear it as a top. However, with this pair of very high-waisted wide leg jeans, it looks amazing. So what I did is I zipped up this jacket as if it's a top, because it was a coolish day, and then it's got a little bit of cleavage, which I have now, which I'm so excited. I've never had that before, but suddenly with perimenopause and menopause, I have it a little bit now, and then it just has this really fun look. Denim on denim. It's almost the same color, although it doesn't have to be, by the way. What I like about the same color is that it is pretty elongating if you have a petite frame. But of course, the color fan that I am, I had to add some color. And so I've added the bag, and I really love it because this way it gives it some excitement. Now, I know the bag can also sit underneath the chair and nobody can see it, but when I'm walking in the street, I feel like it's working really well. Paired together with my gold shoes, I was dressed for such a fun day. And I had so many compliments. People go, "Oh, I love your look. Oh, that's a great look." You see, sometimes denim doesn't have to be boring or just very meh. Next up is the slim flare jean. Now, I don't know if that's the real name for them, but flare jeans can really vary dramatically from a very wide flared leg jean or super tight on the leg and flared so far out it kind of makes you look like you're going to a 70s party. These jeans are not going to do either of those two things. Now, I do recommend that you get a higher waisted flared jean because it is going to make your legs appear super long. Let me explain why. First of all, the flare at the bottom is going to allow you to wear a platform or a slightly higher heel, and that is going to further elongate your leg without looking like you're wearing a super high heel shoe, which is really fabulous. Also, if it's higher waisted, if you tuck in your top, you really are gonna make your legs look way longer, which is super flattering, right? It's a really good look. Now, if you cannot or don't want to, that's absolutely fine. You can wear your tops out. Just make sure that you're wearing things that are not too long, that just go over the waistband. You're still gonna get that sucky inny like effect from the jean, from the high-waisted jean, but you can wear it over, and that way it's going to camouflage the belly area. Now, what's really, really important, and this is imperative, this is so important, they have to be stretch. Because if they are not stretch, for those of us that are going through perimenopause and menopause, you are really going to struggle. There have been times when I've put these jeans on and I've held my breath thinking, I don't know if they're going to fit me still. And because they have stretch, they have fitted me all the way through all the different body changes. So a lot of stretch is absolutely important. The other thing that you do want to do, if at all possible, is wear a slightly higher shoe if you are short or if you are petite, because that is going to elongate your look. It's going to be fabulous. So this is a phenomenal jean. I absolutely love it. What is also really nice is that you can wear different styles of jackets with it, and it's not going to overwhelm your frame or be too long. So as an example, here you go. I'm wearing my favorite red leather jacket. This one, yes, the one I got in Milan years ago, I am still wearing. And as you can see, it looks amazing with these jeans. Now, would this look so great with such wide leg jeans? No. But will this look great with this? Yes. Still getting that elongation of the leg, still disguising the belly, doing all the things and making me look and feel confident. Now, I have to tell you, this pair of jeans was my saving grace when I had those extra 3 inches around my belly. Suddenly, I absolutely love these jeans. First of all, they are a dark wash. And this is one of the things I want to say. Yes, there is a time and a place for a lighter wash. Yes, there is a time and a place for fading that even can go down the leg and really elongate your look and make you look taller and slimmer. All of those things. However, for me, there is nothing like a dark wash jean that actually doesn't even have contrast stitching on it because it just has such a slimming effect and it really elongates. This is a mid-rise, which again, very, very helpful when you are going through perimenopause and menopause because sometimes a high up waist just feels really uncomfortable even if it does have stretch. So if you are really in the throes of all of that, then I just want to encourage you, girlfriend, get a mid-rise. Now, mid-rise is obviously going to depend a little bit on your body shape. What might be mid-rise for you might be different for me. So try different ones. Don't just go by what it says in the description or what it says on the tag, but actually try for yourself. And often at certain brands, you'll find that their mid-rise is suitable for you, whereas other brands, not so much. So find your brands. That's going to help you a lot. What I also really love about these jeans is that they are not a skinny. It is a slight boot cut. This has got a really modern look to it. And again, it's going to elongate, make you look taller, make you look slimmer. You can also wear a nice platform shoe with it to further elongate. The one thing you do want to bear in mind with, and this is just how it is, when you wear a mid-rise jean, you might find that you do get a little bit of that overflow. Okay, so you might find tighter tops with a mid-rise jean maybe are not as flattering for you. So things like a peplum, things like maybe a wrap that you can slightly adjust. Also, one of the things that I have come to really appreciate is a waistcoat or a vest, a fitted vest or waistcoat. You guys call them vests, right? I call them waistcoats anyway. So a fitted waistcoat that is going to also create that peplum look that's going to nip into the waist and flare out. It also gives coverage over here so that when you have those little bits of extras, you're not going to see them so obviously. Now for my favorite pair. What I love about them is that they fit so well in the tummy, bums. It just, I mean, I put these on and I just knew. It also is a dark wash. Dark wash, remember I said, is super elongating. It also de-emphasizes the belly. What is really fabulous is it's a high waist, but it's not uncomfortable because it has a lot of stretch. The denim is soft, but not too soft so where I don't get the hold. I also, if you can see close up, love the pin tuck going all the way down the front. But wait, it goes down the back as well. Plus, the pockets are a really nice size, which means that it makes my butt look wee smaller, which, hey, it's all like any little extra bonus is really fabulous. Now, what I really love about these jeans is that they flare. So this is what I would call a wide leg flare, but it's not a super wide leg where you have so much volume and it's difficult to pair with jackets and other layers. No, this is going to be the pair of jeans that you can wear time and time and time again with all different kinds of outfits. What I'm wearing it with now is this bright color top. Absolutely love color. And what's great is that I can tuck it in because it gives me that hold. However, if you don't want to tuck in, you're still good to go because it's not like the volume starts way up high like the wide leg does. It actually starts further down. So yes, you can wear a slightly longer top. Just don't go really long and baggy. That's not going to do the trick. The other thing is that these are really long for me. I'm 5'3½", but I have 3-inch heels on, so it means that these are super long. But when I flip them up, there is an extra cuff at the bottom. So basically, I can just flip that up, attach it with pins if I need to, and I've got a turn up if I want it. I love that. Now, what about jacket? You need to make sure that your jeans are going to support the closet that you already have. I have a collection of jackets. I'm a jacket girl. So when I have a pair of jeans that doesn't go well with jackets, I tend not to wear them. Then it's not worth the price point. But with this, I can wear it with a whole bunch of jackets. Let's try. This is one of my favorite jackets. I wear it a lot. It is a thrifted piece, so I couldn't add it as a product below, but the denim is just fun. Denim on denim is really cool. Now, before you saw I had a denim that all looked the same color, it doesn't have to be, especially if you are wanting to de-emphasize the bottom part of your body, then you want to go dark on the bottom, and if you want to highlight the top part of your body, you want to go lighter on the top. That is going to be a super slimming and elongating look. Does it go with my favorite red jacket? Yes, I think it does. Again, because of the shape of the jeans. And this is the thing, you need to make sure, get it home, try it on with all the different outfits that you're gonna wear, and make sure that your perfect pair of jeans goes with everything else that's perfect in your closet. That way, you'll have a ton to wear. Now, I wanna talk about the price point. Absolutely, the price point for these jeans is pretty high. Even when I saw it, I was like, oh, trust me to choose the most expensive pair of jeans. However, you can either have 5 pairs of like meh jeans or 2 pairs of really good jeans. And you know what? You only need 2 pairs of really good jeans. If they're good quality and they're gonna last you for a long time, they're gonna wash and wear, they're gonna suit your body shape, you're gonna be able to dress them up and dress them down, wear them for date night, wear them on the weekend, wear them for all the different things. I believe it is worth it. However, I do have a little trick on how to get things for cheaper. So if you want to know that, go over to tracygoldfashiontips.com, sign up to my newsletter, and you will get my secret trick to getting things for cheaper. And hey, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to this channel for more videos like these. Because girlfriend, I have styled and designed for women like you for over 20 years. I have taken women into the bowels of the Okay, hold on. Right.